Hello everybody, I'm reporting to Beast with the stock market update, Bitcoin update, cryptocurrency update, Ethereum update. Alright, today we have broken through the first barrier that I was talking about yesterday of 49.8, and now we are trading above that 20-day EMA. So that caused Ethereum to rise to 1640, 1650. Now that is a good sign for Ethereum. Bitcoin, on the other hand, continues to test the bottom end of the 20-day EMA, which is causing every altcoin to fluctuate heavily. Bitcoin and Ethereum, and all altcoins, Cardano and Theta, and those are the two big ones that I always look at. Dogcoin, I mean, people are really heavy into Dogcoin. It's going up and down. It's been actually having violent volatility. Anyways, besides the point, Ethereum, let's focus on Ethereum. Ethereum is at 1650, was at 1650, now it's at 1610, 1615. Besides that, Ethereum will probably end up going to 1700 tonight if Bitcoin can stay above 51 to 20-day EMA. Now let's think, the chances of Bitcoin going to its all-time high is kind of slim because it also has three barriers to hit, which is 52.5, has a barrier of 55.5, and then has a barrier of 58. All three barriers are going to face resistance, and then they're going to probably push it back down. There is a possibility that it might want to go back and retest 42. There's a possibility it might retest 45. Those are also support points now that have turned from resistance to support. And if it does do that, then we are seeing Ethereum might follow it, or it could do what it did in 2017, and it will shoot up while it tests those. Now, if you think that this is the end of the bull market, then Ethereum will probably have its all-time high during this next 1 to 2 weeks. And if you think this is just the start of the bull market, then Ethereum is going to continue following Bitcoin, and then it will go up with it as it does. Now, the stock market seems to be down for today. Everyone's having a huge correction. That might just be because it's going to go up on Thursday, and then it's going to go back down on Friday like it usually does, that's what I predict. But let's see where that goes. And also, let's see, Bitcoin and Ethereum have been heavily bought by the markets on the other side of the world for the past 3 days. It looks like America has been taking profits, and it looks like Chinese and European and all those countries on the other side of the world have been adding to it. Which, if you look at 4 p.m., 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. to 6 p.m., that's usually when they dip because of their profit taking. But now it's the opposite. Now they're increasing during those times, then dipping when we are around in our 6 to 7, 8 p.m. range, and then at 9 p.m. it's going back up again, and then it's dipping again. Then at 2 p.m., when it's usually the eastern side of America who takes the profits or adds to it, they are taking profits, and so which is causing the opposite of what I describe in every video, which is profit taking is from opposite hours of 3 to 5 is when it pushes. Profit taking is 6 to 8, then it's pushing back at 8 to 10, then it's profit taking again, and it's flipping. Anyways, look out for that, and then don't be surprised to see Bitcoin possibly go down to the 40s. It can happen. It could just be a retest. And if that does happen, just know that it will shoot up very fast. People are waiting on the sidelines for that. And they are waiting. That's why the price is probably not going as up as it should right now, because they're waiting for it to retest again, to have a double bottom confirmation. And if it has a triple top confirmation, then it will blast off. The more it hits the tops, the faster and the better chance it has of hitting up and going up. Now, a lot of people have asked me about trend lines and stuff. I am not near my personal computer right now, so we will go ahead and just I will draw out trend lines for you today. So give y'all a little lesson in trend lines. Alright, let's do it this way. This is the graph. Sorry, I have to do this backwards for y'all. So this is the graph. Let's do it like this. Now these are daily charts, and we are at a ABC correction right now. It went up to 58, went down, went up, and now it's back down. And now it's going to either come here and hit this and go up. So it's doing an ABC, A, B, C, D, and now it's going to have a little correction and boom. That's what we're waiting for. Now when you draw a trend, what we talk about are trend lines. Trend lines are lines we draw from a trend and we follow it. We could draw this trend line. That's a trend line right there. We can draw a trend line from here, cut it through, and let it touch that. And now we have a channel. That channel is what you trade in. Now I know these are just, these are just drawings. It's not going to relate anything to anything. But that's called a channel. Channel. Trading channel. This is called a trend line. And then the daily moving average usually goes something like this. It follows, and then it follows, and then it goes out. This is the daily moving average. Moving average. And then on the bottom you'll see is huge graphs that go up like that. And then once the volume dies down, this is called volume. And then it goes up. Here, here. That's volume. Now, just with everything I've written in here, volume, that's the amount of buyers. Less, more is more volume, more buyers. This is less. Then we have the trend line. You draw it, touching the wicks, touching the lines. I don't know if you use lines or if you use candlesticks. If you use the lines, then it's going to be a little bit harder to do, but if you use candlesticks, you can use the wick. Now let's go and show you what a wick is. So, volume, trend line, channel. When you make the trend lines, then it becomes a channel. And then we can do ABC patterns, A, B, C, D, stuff like that. Alright. Now let's do wicks, candles. Candle is this. This is a candle. This is the wick of the candle. Let's go here. Wick. Wick of a candle. This is the body of the candle. Body. Now this is a candle that went down and then it ended up high up here with most of its trading going on in this. This was more of just a selling pressure. This was a little more trading pressure. Alright, now that we know wicks candles, let's do some practice wick drawing of candles. Let me see here. Let me draw something for you. Alright, so I drew these right here. Now let's practice and let's see, where would you draw that trend line? If this is an increasing pattern, you would, two ways to draw it. Touch this wick and go all the way up and try to touch as many wicks as possible, and you can go through this. And now you drew a trend line. These are not straight because I'm drawing them like this. Not around the computer right now, so I'm drawing them here. Now let's just flip this over and let's say this has become a bear. Let me just draw a different pattern. Let's draw a bearish pattern. This is a bull pattern. Bull trend line. Y'all can go back and look at them. Bull trend line. That's horrible handwriting. Now let's go and draw a bearish pattern. Bearish pattern. Here, let's go, and now let's show it going into a bear pattern. Here, here, here. Alright, now this is going to be a bearish pattern. You could draw a trend line from these 3 wicks up, but it has broken this, and this has become resistance, so you could draw a resistance line. And then from these wicks, you could take this wick and go from these bottom of the wicks, or you could take it from the top and touch it through these. And now you have drawn a channel right here. So here, now so this is a bear pattern. This is the bear. This is the bull pattern. Alright, so this is the bull pattern going up, increasing. This is the bear pattern. We've drawn a trend line from the bottom, drawn a trend line from the top of the wicks, top of the bodies. And now that is how you draw trend lines, and it usually follows them. If it breaks it, you draw a line of resistance, or you draw a line of support. Usually when they break them, they become support, and the resistance becomes support. Alright, so that's the thing that's good enough for the drawings. I'll probably get back and do more of them, but later with actual charts. Anyways, so my predictions, this is just predictions, this is not financial advice. My predictions would be, we might see, this is how you play it safe. Average down and hope that it goes down, because it's better if it goes up, unless you're shorting and longing, and that's another video, short and longs. We can go over that later in another video. Unless you're shorting and longing, but if you're new to the market, you're just buying and selling, just hope it goes down if you haven't bought yet, and just slowly average down and buy in intervals of like $20 to $50. Or if it's not that much, then buy in intervals of $15 to $10. So buy, then wait, then buy again, then wait, then buy again. So I would say if you haven't bought yet, wait and buy. Once it gets a little bit dipper, you see a dip. Usually when those dips, like I've said in multiple videos already, 3 to 5 p.m. dip, 9 to 11 p.m. dip, and then 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. dip. Or like 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. dip, 2:30 a.m. dip. All right, so then buy at those times, and then wait and see if it's dipping, and then buy more. And then if you see it dipping completely, wait, and then buy more at that. And then you get price target and average down, and then hope it goes up. If it doesn't go up, keep buying more if you have. Or if you want to play it safe, just wait for it to go as down as 40,000. 40,000 is the lowest they will go for Bitcoin, and Ethereum will probably go to 1,200 to 1,150 maximum. And that's like very bearish, which it's a bull market. It's not going to happen. So bull markets, bear markets, we are currently in a huge super cycle of a bull market, according to all the charts, all the information I have seen. And so if we follow those, we should be going to approximately 45 and then touching resistance. That was resistance at first when we had gone down to 42, and now it hit and went down. So now we're going to turn that resistance into support, and we will probably be going up. So as of right now, I think that is the case. Buy at 40, buy at 45, and then wait for it to go up. It's going to go up. I mean, we can't predict. I don't have a genie in the bottle who's gonna tell me, or any crystal ball. But at the end of the day, that's what I think. And a lot of people, the stock market is a little bit bad today, and Bitcoin's actually up, so that's good. That's a good sign. And F2 Pool has not done the crazy amount that they did yesterday, about 7,000, 5 days ago, about 10,000, 14,000, haven't done those. Maybe they're running out, maybe they're not, but it doesn't matter. If the more buyers we have in this market, the better, and we have so many that F2 Pool is not going to hinder us from reaching all-time highs. Anyways, if you found this information very positive and informative, then let me know, and I will create more videos on and on and on. And that is it for today. Maybe I'll update you all tonight. Thank you, like, and subscribe.